We have kind of a situation on our hands right now that I think you guys are going to want to see. It's a little bit scary. So, of course, crypto markets are weak right now. Bitcoin down about 4%. But we are going to talk about why Ethereum is down so much. So all indications should be that Ethereum would be going up right now. Ethereum just had a successful launch of their proof of stake testnet, but as usual, it is going to be a buy on rumor, sell on news event. So despite this great news, there's a lot of selling, but this selling is going to be crazier than what you can even imagine. So let's get into it. So Alameda Research recently sold off their staked Ethereum and traded it for regular Ethereum. Now, everybody was so excited about staking their Ethereum, and this is like one of the main mottos of the bear market, right? Like, oh yeah, you can just have your passive income, just stake safe cryptos like Ethereum during a bear market. Well, not so much. So this has actually caused analysts to be worried that Celsius Network, which again is another one of those super reliable DeFi protocols, that Celsius Network may be running out of liquid funds to pay back investors. So it's like a run on the bank, right? We're going to talk about this in a little while. A death spiral, like when an airplane gets into, they also call it a graveyard spiral. So let's talk about what's going on. Well, Alameda Research is usually pretty early to crypto moves and trends, and they see what's happening, so we should be paying attention to this. Alameda Research recently redeemed 50,000 staked ETH for Ethereum, and worries are that this will affect the peg. Now, peg is a word that we are all familiar with after we watched Terra Luna and UST collapse, right? It de-pegged. So that can cause kind of a death spiral because people are trying to get their money out, right? It's a run on the bank. As soon as it de-pegs a little bit, then people are trying to cash out, and then it makes it de-peg more, and then more people panic. So we're going to look at how this might cause a death spiral in staked Ethereum versus Ethereum. So this tweet says staked ETH depeg trading at 95% of Ethereum. Liquidity is drying up and smart money is pulling capital. Coupled with the rumored risk of Celsius's functional insolvency, there could be significant selling. So this is the image that was found that they put together for the depegging of Ethereum to staked Ethereum. You can see that it was very stable here, and now we are losing that peg. Now, of course, we already know that it's a bear market, and Ethereum address activity is at an all-time low, and so price, the Ethereum address activity is what keeps the price up with liquidity and fees, network fees, and all that stuff. So this is obviously a bearish thing, but I want to show you guys this long thread here. We're going to go over this. It's going to take about 2 minutes. This is a great thread about what's happening right now. So Small Cap Scientist says that staked ETH versus Ethereum peg is in rough shape. Staked ETH is a staked version of Ethereum from Lido Finance that is meant to secure ETH post-merge. Staked ETH is supposed to be fully backed one-to-one by Ethereum. It's just very illiquid, okay? Okay, so here we have that mention of the canary in the coal mine was Alameda Research exiting their staked ETH position. In fact, they were one of 7 investors that are massive holders of staked ETH and could cause a large run on the bank. Those 7 investors, which basically control this balance between staked ETH and ETH, are A16Z, Alameda, Coinbase, Paradigm, DCG, Jump, and 3 Arrows. So, I mean, look how crazy this is, guys. The issue is that Celsius Network is quickly running out of liquid funds. That doesn't sound good. To pay back investors who are redeeming positions. Are you guys redeeming your Celsius positions and taking money out of Celsius? I know that I did. I just don't like this right now. I would rather have my money in fiat right now while this whole thing unravels. Like, there's good times to be in crypto and there's bad times to be in crypto. 50K Ethereum per week is what people are withdrawing from Celsius Network. Now, this thread goes on to talk about all the crazy bad things that are happening within Celsius Network. I don't really want to make too many comments on this, but I want to go over some of them with you because it's interesting. Apparently, They lost $50 million in Badger DAO. Celsius Network Story has all kinds of makings of a great book. $70 million lost in Stakehound, $50 million Badger DAO, convicted, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to defame anyone. On top of these, $500 million of client deposits were in the Luna UST Ponzi. So that's kind of interesting to me that Celsius would have chosen to put $500 million of client deposits into Luna UST, right? Like, that's a little bit sketchy to me. Investors were attempting to redeem their positions at a rate of 50K Ethereum per week. We already saw that. And then if you guys want to check out this thread, he goes into all the possible ways that Celsius could get out of this. Like, you know, different options for how they could save themselves and their clients. But none of it's that good. It could turn into sort of like that death spiral situation. So it's something to really be looking out for, because, you know, that's going to trigger the rest of the market, right? I mean, if Celsius goes into a death spiral and Ethereum crashes more because of this, it's just going to trigger regulations and all the same FUD that the Luna UST collapse triggered. So it's something to be concerned about, because this stuff doesn't just affect the projects that are close to it. It also has ripple effects on the whole market and the confidence of the market. And right now, the market has no confidence, right? So there you have it. Ethereum somewhat depegging from staked Ethereum, which is going to cause a DeFi implosion. It's a lot deeper than people think. Follow me on Twitter at Brian Ross Wins, and I will keep you guys up to date on everything that's going on. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe.